Peace, love, and light, guys. What's going on? It's your girl, Crystal, the Raw Spiritual Guru, coming through today. And I'm coming through with a video. How do they view you? How do they view the person that's watching this video? What is it about you that how do they view you in so many words? Male or female, don't matter. How do they view you? So if this is your first time coming through, welcome to the IC. My name is Crystal. I'm the Raw Spiritual Guru. I am a metaphysical shop owner, and I also intuitively read tarot. So check out my website below. Give this video a like, subscribe today, and let's get on with the show. Okay. So we have 3 piles here. And these are crowns that I make, and you can find them on my website as long with this wine, as well as the rings and other metaphysical items. But we have 3 piles. We have the clear quartz crown. We have the multicolored jasper crown. And we have the amethyst crown. These are all available to purchase if you do like them. But we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So please take a minute to meditate on which pile is resonating to your spirit. You can pause this video, but we're going to get started with pile 1. Okay, so if you chose this clear 12-point clear quartz crown, this is going to be your read. So this crown is actually made to reach all the chakra points, all 12 chakras. Okay, I know you know about the 7, but it's actually 12. So this is what that crown is deemed to do. All right, so pile number 1. We have some reversals here, pile number 1. Okay. So you got a lot of different energy, pile number 1. Off the bat with your pile, I'm getting a push-pull vibe, right? So people might feel as though that you are one way in the presence of others and another way behind closed doors, right? That's just the energy that I'm getting before I even look at these cards. So you have the Ace of Wands here. You have the 5 of Cups here. You have the Hermit card, but it's in reverse. You have Judgment, which is in reverse as well. And then you have the Devil for your tarot. So it looks as though that a lot of people find you to be very creative, pile number 1. Like, you might be a creative person in this pile. It's like you know how to create things out of the blue, right? It's like you strive for success and you strive for change. You always have inspiration, and with the inspiration that comes your way, you're always guided to follow it. You are a very passionate person as well. You have great ideas for like newness when it comes to business or life changing events, right? So when I say life changing events, when it comes to things that could change your life and the greater good. So you strive to be successful. It's like that's a goal of yours. So a lot of people might see you as a successful person. They definitely see you as a passionate person. Because this is the Ace of Wands, they could also see you as like a love affair in a way, meaning like they could possibly see you as someone that, you know, aren't really committed to like relationships. Like you might be committed to yourself and you just entertain people. They could see you that way. But they could also see you being like very spiritual and lucky, right? They could also see you knowing more, knowing more when it comes to life. Like maybe you are a teacher or a healer or in the spiritual field some way, somehow. Or maybe you do that on your personal level and people that know you see that and they really catch a vibe from you if you're not in the public with it. But with these two being in reverse, the Hermit and the Judgment card, as well as the Five of Cups, I'm showing that a lot of people also see you as being like, it's like a lot of people see you as not really, how can I say this? So the Hermit is really like usually retreating, right? Retreating, resting, trying to like go within. So people might find you to be not really balanced, not being able to like find your zen. Maybe you could be like an erratic energy sometimes. Like you could be highly energetic sometimes. It could come off as too much to people at times. It could also come off as like needing to become grounded in your life. So people might feel as though that you could probably be one of those people that do a lot of get rich quick schemes, or do something that's going to get you easy money. Do something that's going to get you an easy opportunity. So maybe you could be an opportunist in a sense. People also see that you might have had some type of heartbreak, or you are showing some type of depression and anxiety in your life. Sometimes you come off as being very sad or lost, like you're not really sure as to what it is that you want, especially when it comes to love. It's like you maybe harbor over the past or exes a lot as well, or connections that may have not worked, but you might have wanted to work. And they feel as though that you're not really seeing the big picture when it comes to love. Instead of harboring onto loss of love, you should see that you have a lot of different opportunities when it comes to love and meeting new people, because a lot of people are kind of attracted to you. With the Judgment here and the Devil being next to each other, a lot of people feel as though that maybe you have been a little toxic as well. You can have like some type of toxic energy, or people view you as being toxic at times. It's like you might, with the Devil killing the bunny, it's like maybe you don't like to so with this Devil killing the bunny, it's like the killing of an innocent in a sense. So it's like maybe you went through something that took your innocence and you're not trying to face judgment, and that's the reason why it was in reverse. So instead of you just accepting whatever issue you might have went through that might have been painful and caused you to become more of a toxic person, you're just allowing it to rise, like judgment, where like I'm not going to be judged, I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. So it's like the traps are closed and you're loose. So a lot of people feel like you're on the loose, like something sparked within you to reach some type of toxicity behavior when it comes to like maybe how you do people. Like you might step on people to get ahead. You might do things by any means necessary as well. And you might have this face on you as well where you don't care. Some of the signs that I'm seeing here is I see fire signs, I see water signs, I see Virgo, I see I think Judgment is Libra. I'll double check. I'm not sure about Judgment. And then this is Capricorn. But it could be any sign though. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm showing towards the tarot, where a lot of people just feel like you could be cutthroat at times. You could be toxic. You could be a bit manipulative and controlling as well. Like you do whatever you got to do to get ahead. With no regards to anybody else. You could be a bit of a loner. People might feel as though you like to be isolated, because in all three of these cards, it's like isolation, graveyard, mountains, a desert. So it's like you probably like to be in really like isolated places, as far as like not near a lot of people. So you're probably not really a big people's person. You know, you probably like to stay to yourself. You could be a bit of a loner as well. People view you like that. So with the oracles, you have innocent, journey, attachment, victory, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And then the song that came out is Weekend, What You Need. Um, so even though you have this devil here, you might be needing to face some type of judgment, meaning like you might need to come to a finalization of something and really like face your karma head on, and to relieve some type of issue that you're harboring onto that's exuding this behavior in your everyday life. You do have like an innocence about you, right? So some people do view you as being an innocent, fun loving person. You're like on a journey. You're on a journey of life. You're on a journey of self, and that could be another reason why you're on a solo. See, when it comes to your life, all these cards here are solo. When it comes to love, you have multiple, well, two people. So that also show me that a lot of people might feel as though that you probably do want one person in love. Like if you're not already in a relationship and you're single, you probably just want to meet your partner and just have a playful connection with someone and really try to get to know only one person. So, even though your behaviors might be a bit manipulative at times, like this just shows me that you just want one person. And I'll talk about this in a second. But when it comes to your everyday life, as far as general life, it's like you're solo dolo, like you're a solo dolo person. A lot of people see you as you just go on your own, right? They feel as though that you're very victorious in your life, like you're creative. You can um manifest your ideas, your visions. Like new beginnings do happen for you a lot, right? Like they see you as being on a journey, as being on a self-discovery journey, trying to find yourself. Even though your Hermit came in reverse, you still are on a self-discovery journey. So maybe not so much spiritual, even though you have that within you. Maybe you're focusing more on the physical realm, the mundane realm. Like you're right now, you're just trying to focus on like probably trying to build the empire, buy a house, get a car, like that type of stuff, more so than your spiritual growth, even though you do have that aspect within you. But it's an innocence about you when it comes to what it is that you truly want in life. You have attachments here, right? So a lot of people might feel as though that you're wearing a mask at times. Like I said, when I pulled this pile in the beginning, I felt like a push-pull energy, like you might be one way outside and then one way indoors, right? So a lot of people feel as though that you're wearing a mask at times. A lot of people feel as though that they don't know who you are. Attachments, and then the devil with the, these are closed, but this one, they're attached to this post. It's like a lot of people probably feel as though that you're you feel restricted in life, or not even restricted, well, restricted, but also they feel as though that you feel like you're chained to something, you're bound to someone. It's like maybe you have to put on a persona to the outside world of who you are, and then to the like when you're behind closed doors, it's like the innocence of you just shine more. It's like you take off the mask and like your innocence shine, but you probably still feel stuck and stagnant. And that's, I'm just feeling like that's more so of a mental conflict that you need to face with yourself. So in order to break free from this chain, you might need to go within to face whatever deep rooted seed you have that's bringing out this toxic behavior. But a lot of people feel as though that you might be wishy-washy at times, like maybe some people more so that hung out with you both outdoors and indoors. You know what I'm saying? They might feel as though like, yo, you don't even be acting like that. Like you don't act like you do when we outside. Like behind closed doors, you just so innocent, carefree, sweet. I know you are very victorious, but when we outside, you so toxic like that devil. Like, what's up? So then we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, and weaken what you need. So weaken what you need is like he's what you want, I'm what you need, what you need, what you need, I'm what you need, what you need, what you need. So and love more so than anything, people feel as though that you could be a dedicated partner, like you go off of what it is that you need in love, and you try to look for people that's going to strengthen your needs versus your wants. You have desires, but in all reality you really have a need to be playful, and you have a need to try to work through things. So in the past you may have let a lot of relationships just fall wayside. So people probably see you now as being someone that's willing to work on relationships or partnerships with people, especially if you deem them to be higher level commitments of things, right? They also see you as being more lighthearted when it comes to love and knowing what it is that you need in love. So a lot of people see you as being like a could possibly be a solid suitor, but not necessarily knowing how to approach someone with that, because it's like when you put your guard up, you showing a toxic behavior versus your playful nature. This is more so behind closed doors, so that's why I said people get push pull energy with you. So people view you as being like you could be a lover, but it's like with that mask, it's like you're wearing a mask. It's like you're one way and then you're another way, so sometimes it's kind of hard to take you. All right, so pile number 1, that was your reading. If it resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. So for those who chose pile number 2, the Jasper, multicolored Jasper crown, this is a green and black crown. Green and black crown is available, okay? And that's a powerful root chakra crown. So let's get to your read. Okay. Pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. So it looks as though, all right, so first for your tarot, you got the Hermit, you got the Knight of Wands, you have the 8 of Wands, and then you have the 8 of Pentacles. So, all right. So you got a couple different energies here too. It's like you definitely working that. So a lot of people view you as a hard worker. It's like when it comes to your money, you know how to get money, you know how to make money, you know how to manifest money. You are a hard worker. People see you as always taking a chance when it comes to work. Like you know that the universe is on your side. So you always tend to have new opportunities or new jobs that's coming for you, some type of teaching or training that comes your way, or even you can be a teacher or a trainer as well. And like people feel as though when it comes to your job, like you don't really worry if something was going wrong in your job. You tend to change it and move forward to the next. You're always, like I said, you're always improving yourself and improving your skills when it comes to work. So people view you as being like a risk taker at times, but like really a solid person when it comes to work. Sometimes though that you might get distracted, and it might be hard for you to You might get distracted. It might be hard for you to focus. It's like your communication sometimes can be a little bit off. You might have a problem with communicating your truth to others, or you might have a problem with communication in general. I'll say get you a throat chakra stone. Powerful one is sodalite, as well as lapis. But you might have a problem like really speaking up at times, or you could be overly communicative, and sometimes you have a problem with tact. It's like you might speak and let the first thing that comes to your mouth comes out, right? And it might come off as harsh or disrespectful at times. So you could either be under communicative or over communicative in this pile. You might have to, they said that you could possibly be very unorganized. Like when events come your way or opportunities come your way, even though you get them, it's like you probably don't plan appropriately for those. And things tend to move quickly and you get distracted and you could possibly be flustered. But you could be cutthroat at times too, because you don't let anyone get in your way, not even yourself. So you do try to stay focused on your goals, but you could still have a bit of a push-pull energy in that realm, because it's like maybe you could be a last-minute person or a procrastinator. I just heard Cancer. Not necessarily though, but you could be a last-minute person or a procrastinator. It's a possibility that you could get pregnant or want to get pregnant or be pregnant, or people view you as like someone that want a pregnancy, want kids, because you got that, and then you got the children here. They could see you as either wanting a pregnancy or want kids if you already don't have kids, and if you have kids, wanting more. But they can also see you as that. And if you do have kids, maybe your kids can get in the way of your connections at times. Maybe it might be hard to date because you have kids, and you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like the kids might be affecting your love life. Or you could be also childlike, child-minded when it comes to love. You could be a bit immature at times, right? People could tend to be confused about you, about what it is that you truly want, how you move, how you handle people and things. With Drake, worst behavior being here is like, maybe you had to overcome certain obstacles in your life where people may have treated you bad or said you couldn't be something, and then you became that person, and now it changed your whole ego and attitude, and you're on your worst behavior. Like at the end of the day, y'all used to say I couldn't do this, but look at me now. So all right, I'm gonna talk about that in a second. So we're gonna go back up to the Knight of Wands and then the Hermit card. So people might view you as being someone who was withdrawn, right? Like you might take a lot of breaks from people. You might tend to you might take a lot of breaks from people. You might tend to be on your own a lot, or go within a lot, retreat a lot. People feel as though that you pull back your energy a lot, and more so to find yourself, to gain clarity about things. You might pull your energy back more so to work on yourself, to heal yourself, to heal aspects of yourself. It's like I'm getting the vibe of you that if it's something about you that you're not feeling or you don't like, you don't entertain that energy. You want to change it and get back to who you truly deem to be. So in that sense, it's like, all right, well, at the end of the day, like, this not even this not even how I am. So I'm going to just chill. I'm just going to retreat and just get my life together. And with this Knight of Wands being here, people could view you as being someone that only want to have sex. It's like someone that's non-committal as well. That could be a F-boy or F-girl that just truly want to do them, you know what I'm saying? Do them and do everybody else. That's how people view you. People just view you as a hard worker that retreat at times and withdraw your energy, but you want to probably hit somebody up in the inbox or DM them or text them like, hey, big head, what's up? You trying to come through tonight? Like, you have no regards kind of to people's feelings. But that's ironic because then you have the rose quartz here on the board. So the rose quartz is the ultimate love stone, right? It helps to heal jealousy and resentment in others. It helps to bring healing energy into your life as well. And it helps to attract unconditional love in all forms. So with this rose quartz being here, this is the energy that people view you as, right? And I'm just getting like within, I truly feel like you are really not this F-boy or F-girl. Like you truly do want a solid connection or commitment. Maybe you just don't know how to communicate that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're just on your work mode energy where it's like you're just trying to work. So even though this is an energy that you want, and eventually you're in this F-boy F-girl energy where it's like, you know what, I got too much of everything else on my plate. I'm just literally trying to I gotta put my heart on hold, right? It's like I want love, but I got everything else that I want more. So it could kind of be confusing to others at times, right? Because the angel of balance here is in reverse, it's like they feel like you're imbalanced. Like maybe people could feel that you want this love, but you give them this F-boy, F-girl energy, right? And you're on your worst behavior. Like people feel like you put on a persona at times. Like, you know what it is that you truly want, but you keep telling me this, so I'm going to take it for face value. So they probably feel as though that you're imbalanced, right? The angel wants to come into your world to help balance you out. So I'm saying you might need to start praying more, tapping into your spiritual life a little bit more so you can find the balance and the peace that you need to heal certain aspects of yourself, because it's like this angel want to come in and help you find balance once more and help you to be on an equilibrium because you're really imbalanced. You have goddess of the moon, so you could possibly be a Cancer or a Pisces. You could be a moon child. But you could be, I also, the other signs I see is Virgo. I see fire sign. I see earth sign. Fire sign, earth sign, Virgo. And you could possibly be a Cancer or a Pisces as well. But the goddess of the moon is telling you to, if you are a moon child, or if you do follow like the moon cycles, it's telling you to more so pay more attention to the moon cycles, to get in the ebb and flow of the moon cycles, because you got a lot of energy that you could tap into that will be very beneficial for you in your future. So a lot of people probably feel as though that you are magical. You could have like a magical sense about you. People probably view you as being a bit magical. Maybe you are a mystic. Maybe you do follow the moon cycles. If you are into moon magic, maybe you do try to utilize the moon cycles to manifest your deepest desires. Maybe you could be very alluring with the moon being secretive. You could be very alluring. You could be very secretive. Going back to the Hermit, withdrawn, closed. It's like people don't know how to receive you at times. But you can also be very enlightening. You can be like alluring. You know, it's like a dual energy with the moon. So it's light and dark. It's like people see your light and people see your dark. And that's why they're confused. So with this F-boy, F-girl energy, you come off as very childish. But they definitely respect your work ethic. But when it comes to love, it's like people just don't know how to receive your energy. All right, pile number 2. So that's what I'm getting for you. If it resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, on to pile number 3. The people that chose this 9-point amethyst crown. This is going to be for you. So with the 9-point amethyst crown, if you chose that, I'm just feeling a strong healing in your life. You need to heal certain aspects of yourself, of your heart, of your mind, and of your soul. You might be harboring onto old things that no longer serve you. You also might be having trouble sleeping. You might deal with insomnia. You could also deal with some stress and anxiety in your life, and you could also deal with probably you have a kind of an addiction either to drugs or drinking, or you do that heavily, excessively. So if that did resonate to you, get you a piece of amethyst, or this crown is available as well. Okay, so this is going to be your reading. Y'all got a lot of cards too, by the way. By the way. All right, so yeah, y'all got a lot of cards. Y'all got the most cards. All right, so pile number 3, you have the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and then you have the 7 of Pentacles. And that's your tarot card. So the signs that I'm showing is, I'm showing fire, I'm showing water, I'm showing all the signs. You got fire, water, earth, as well as air. All right, so how people view you, pile number 3. People view you as a fighter, someone that don't give up. It's like people view you as someone that works hard for what it is that you want. It's like you might have been through a lot of things, but you're still standing, you're still moving on, you're still fighting. You could be kind of cutthroat, especially when it comes to like your truth and your vision and your words. It's like you don't deal with the BS. You don't tolerate anything but the best behavior when it comes to life and people. It's like you would curse somebody out real quick, okay? You would curse somebody out real quick, especially if they disrespect you. You hold yourself to a higher regards, especially with this queen being here. If people come at you crazy, you come back at them 10 times crazier. And a lot of people might be surprised because they don't believe you to be that type of person that have like a mouth like that. But it's like you've been through so much, so it's like you already see BS from miles away. So you could be very defensive. You could have your guards up a lot too. People view you as being guarded and like always having your guard up. You always, okay, so with the Page of Wands as well as the 7 of Pentacles, it's like you like to plant seeds a lot. People always see you as being someone that's like a planner when it comes to like what it is that you want in your work life. It's like you could be very creative and have very creative ideas and visions. Look at this Page of Wands, okay? This page is just lively on his staff, just chilling, very colorful. So you could be very, very colorful, or you could wear a lot of colors a lot. So people probably see you as being a person that, like, I'm the type of person that wear a lot of black, right? And I'm trying to get out of that because, you know, black absorb energy. But people see you as the person that, like, you might be a very colorful person. You might wear a lot of different colors in your wardrobe, or have a lot of colors around you. Like, but people see you as being a very creative person. So it's like your creativity may be like your job, or you might work in a creative field, or you might do something for work creatively. Or if you don't, people feel as though that you should, because you look creative, you are creative, and that will bring you a lot of money as well. It's like you are you are well off though, material wise. You are well off. But it's like you might be a little lost at this time. You might be looking for a new direction when it comes to what it is that you want to do in life. People view you as someone that's wandering. It's like people feel like you are a hard worker, but um they don't really see a lot of progression from you. They feel like you have a lot of untapped potential that you have yet to reach. And that could possibly just be like because maybe you haven't found your niche. Maybe you are manifesting or planting seeds for things, but it's not becoming fruitful. And you should just, this is my advice to you, if it's resonating, you should probably dig within your creative spirit. If you have like a hobby that you do but you feel like it's not going to bring in revenue, I say try to put your hobby on Etsy or eBay or something like that and see if it sells, because you'll be surprised more people might be interested in it than you think. But you do take a lot of action when it comes to what it is that you want. Like you are a person that's on a mission, okay? But at times you could be very single-minded. So it's like maybe allow the people around you to help you out with certain things. Like don't be scared to ask for help. Since you are a very creative person, you could bounce ideas from others just with a simple conversation. So be open to hearing people. You could be an introvert as well, so that's another thing people view you as. But they do see you as being a very intelligent and clever person, um, someone that's on a mission. You could come off with these swords being out here. You could come off as a bit sarcastic, and like I said, even though you will say what you need to say with the Knight of Swords being here, it could also be a problem in how you express yourself. Like I said, it could be kind of tactless at times. Like you just don't know what to say, and people don't know how to take or receive that energy from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but with the Ace of Cups being here, a lot of people feel as though that you always have new beginnings when it comes to love. They feel as though in the love direction, like your cup runneth over. Like if you're not in a relationship and you're single, you always tend to get in relationships. You might have a lot of people that's after you, as far as want to date you. You might be a very popular suitor. People might really view you as being someone they want to be with. um it's like you have a lot of new starts or new beginnings or new opportunities when it comes to love. It's like Cupid is always sending an arrow your way, and that don't necessarily mean you take it though. Because you got retreat here. Okay, so okay, we're gonna go from here to here real quick. So you got retreat here and you got icebox here, and quit playing games with my heart. So we got the Omarion icebox, Backstreet Boys, quit playing games with my heart. You have retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. And you have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth expressing. So okay, so people view you as, like I said, you might have a lot of new opportunities when it comes to love, but with icebox being here, you might be shut off because of past issues in love. You might be hesitant to give love a chance when you meet people or when you meet new people, and you like, quit playing games with my heart. I should have known from the start. I got an icebox where my heart used to be. I'm so cold. Like, so it's like you tend to retreat in love before you can even give the romantic feelings a chance. And it's like people feel like, you have a lot of potential to be loved, and they want to love you, but at the end of the day, it's like because you're dealing with this you're dealing with whatever heartbreak or pain that you're still harboring onto, it don't give new opportunities a chance to shine. So it's like you might retreat before it begin. You might have like really quick connections with people as well. People view you as that. Like what in love, you might have connections with people that might last like really quickly. It might not even last that long, and it's because of you, not them, right? That's how they view you. Like you the one that end this relationship too quick. And you might have a lot of suitors that still are interested in you or loving you or really wanting to be with you, but you know, you're retreating. You might retreat a lot too to work on your spiritual self. I'm hearing like you have the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. You have Mother Goddess here, and then you have faith in your dream, waxing crescent moon. So it's like you might retreat a lot. People don't understand in love. It's like you might retreat a lot because you could be spiritual. Like you could be very in tune with your third eye, and maybe you could be like psychic, or you could like have like a strong intuitive nature, and you read people. So it's like some of the people that you deal with, you could read you could kind of read the room and see if the relationship is going to work or if it's not. So like you might retreat faster because it's like you know that it's not really going to work, or you might get a vision that it's not going to work, or you need to be with somebody more or better, right? You have a lot of goddess energy around you, man or woman, so you might have a lot of feminine energy that's guiding you, that's trying to show you more. So what I'm hearing is that you need to allow this energy to shine through. You need to let your feminine energy be tapped into in order for you to really feel this love, to fill this cup, and to break this ice that's around your heart, right? Because you're missing out on good suitors because of the past energy that you're holding on to. Spirit is also saying right now that you need to have faith in your dreams. So a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people feel as though that you have the opportunity to have like a solid business or commitment when it comes to your dreams. You have that opportunity, but at times you might feel as though that you could do it, but you can't. And I'm getting that because of the Nine of Wands. It's like you've been through so much, so you might doubt yourself at times. But spirit is saying that have faith in your dreams, but people view you as someone that's always doubting yourself, because it's like you build up these guards, these walls. You're an introvert, you're single-minded, you retreat, and you just want to be by yourself in your own energy, and you're just probably trying to work on yourself. But more so than anything, even if you're trying to work on yourself, spirit is just like, all right, look, you're trying to work on yourself, but we're trying to help heal you, because you have new opportunities that's coming your way, especially when it comes to love and your career. You need to break down these walls and give people a chance to love you. You need to break down these walls and go out more and really meet people and try to build connections, because it's going to change your life, especially in your career life and your money world. You need to allow your dreams to unfold. Stop being so retreating. And this is the only pile that didn't have the Hermit. The other two piles had the Hermit, but I'm feeling Hermit energy hardcore. You need to stop being so isolated, okay? You need to I understand if you're being isolated because you're working on your spiritual growth and your spiritual self. You're probably trying to work with a goddess if you're not working with the goddess, or you have worked with the goddess before. And if that's the case, ask your goddess for guidance, okay? Just be more open for the deity, or whatever your belief is, to teach you, to show you what path to take, right? But I'm just showing here that you have a lot of good things that's due to come your way, but people view you as a person that's kind of putting a hold on them, and not necessarily on purpose. I'm sorry, not necessarily by accident. It's like you're purposely putting yourself in a stuck, stagnant energy because you've been through a lot of things and you're harboring onto that past pain where you need to let them go. And I'm not only showing with love, it could be with friendship, it could be with family, but you've been through a lot of things and people betrayed you in a lot of different ways. So it's like you like, well, whatever, like I'm gonna just be by myself and keep it moving, but people view you as a person that's very hard, and they want you to be soft because you have a lot of opportunities for new friendships, new love connections, new work opportunities, but it's like you're holding yourself back. All right, pile number 3. So if that resonated, I thank you for your time and your energy. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, my love. Peace out. Ashe.